If we know and understand that buying more stuff is not going to keep us happy forever, then why do we keep doing it?
You are watching Hashtag with Saad Tasleem.
One of the best ways I can describe this for you is to think about a drug addict. The person who is addicted to a drug, they understand, and they may understand that the next fix that they get is not going to keep them satisfied forever, but they're chasing that initial euphoria that they felt the first time they had those drugs. And likewise for us, what we do is we understand, buying this next purchase, this next thing I'm about to buy, it's not going to keep me happy forever, but at least for this short period of time. And then we move from one purchase to a next purchase to a next purchase. And before we know it, we've spent our whole lives chasing that happiness that we're never going to find. What is the solution? Well, as Muslims, we aim to separate the dunya, the worldly life, worldly possessions from our hearts. We don't let our hearts get consumed by the dunya. That is a concept known as zuhud. Zuhud means, as one of the famous scholars in Islam, he said, zuhud means that you keep the worldly life, the worldly possessions in your hands and not in your heart. Meaning there's nothing wrong with having stuff and buying things and all that. That's fine. It's normal. As human beings, we like to buy things, and that's fine, as long as we don't let our hearts get consumed by those purchases and that worldly life. One of the best ways to fight that consumption of our heart is to think about the realities of our life. What are some of the realities of our life? Number one, if you thought about it, we would realize that our life is temporary. That the pleasures of this life, they're not going to last for very long. The only life that lasts forever is the life of the hereafter. So shouldn't that be our main objective? Second of all, another reality of this life is that this life is not perfect. Sometimes we convince ourselves that the next purchase we're going to make, that's perfect. The next phone I buy, that's going to be the last phone I buy. It's the most perfect phone. But very soon we realize that it's not perfect. The last reality of this life is that everything belongs to Allah. If you truly understood that, and if you reminded yourself of that, if we sat there and we reminded ourselves that whatever I own, whatever I have in my life actually belongs to Allah, and that means that Allah can take it away from us at any moment, then we wouldn't let ourselves get attached to those possessions. Meaning if we have something or we don't have it, Allah has given it to us or Allah has taken it away, it doesn't make us depressed. It doesn't emotionally affect us. And that is the life that we are going for. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant all of us that life of zuhud. Allahumma ameen. Until next time, inshallah ta'ala, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.